I am coaching now.
Yo, what's up, homies? It's your boy, Coach Smeta. We coming to you live from my PlayStation 3. It's Season 3, Episode 13, Conference Championship Week. You know what we do, man. Hit the like button. Hit the sub button if you're not subscribed. Comment. Ask questions. You want tips, so on and so forth. If you know somebody trying to look for this type of content, hit that share button. Let them know. Bring them this way. We're on our road to 100 subs. Like I'm trying to say, can't get to 2 bill till you're at 100. Long story short, with this opening here, we just could not get our recording to function properly in the movie studio. So we just completely cut it. I put the picture up. That'll be the thumbnail. So when you check out the video, that's where that picture's coming from. We get the rematch with UCF. I wanted the rematch with Cincinnati since they beat us, but we didn't get it. It is what it is. UCF, they're tough. They threw for 400 against us last time, so adjustments have been made. We'll see if they work. Offensively, I think we're just gonna do what we do. We've been pretty good offensively, pretty consistent. But right here, man, they play soft coverage. We have to settle for 3, and Mooney missed. Yeah, he missed. So here we start off on defense. I read stick and I come downhill hard, man. Just play one, schmike him. This is the second play. I see the running back run out to the flat. He's got nowhere to go, but into me. Second place, schmike him. That's what we doing right now. Defense out there laying pipe. Offense, we're running the ball okay, but we're noticing, these cover 2 defenses. We take our shot, hit the seam. Shorter had a hell of a game. He really did. I think he's trying to make a push for the NFL. He may be our first dude. So over here, McDonald, who definitely down the line will be an NFL guy. He just will. Him and Goss, those guys are gonna go pro. Right here, this play happens a lot. The corner takes what I call a false step, and they'll get beat down the sideline. The way to stop that from happening, you hit a triangle, your coverage audible, and you spread your coverage so that they focus more on the number 1 receiver, as opposed to taking any kind of look inside. So that ends up, we were playing tough defense, and they end up getting in scoring position. And once they're in there, one missed tackle here, one blown coverage there, they're in. We do respond. We get our boy Siggers in the end zone. Probably as tough a person to deal with as there is in the country. Defensively, we're back on defense. We're back to playing football our kind of way. We bait the throw. And then the football gods smite us. I was thinking pick, bro. So sometimes you gotta, see if the gods can bleed. And that's what we end up doing on this next play. I go to cover 2. There's a couple different ways that you can run it. Sink. Sometimes I'll manually man up the 2 corners and put them on the receivers. But this time I'm sending pressure. And what I want to do is jump on his quick read, which was the little curl route in the middle of the field. Hey, man. Sometimes playmakers got to make plays. Murphy, he's a good athlete. And so, like I said, they went to cover 2. This drive, they start playing a little more man because they can't play 2. But they want to keep those 2 safeties up there, but you can't play zone. So now we're putting them in that situation where, okay, it's pick your poison. Because Bean is such a problem running the ball. You got to keep a spy out there. You can't man up Henry. You can't really man us up on the outside. The only thing that teams have against us is that if you got dudes up front, you can bully our offensive line. But if you've got just some guys, we've pretty much adjusted to that. We get the ball out quick, and we force you to play these softer coverages, and we attack. That's just who we are at this point. Once again, we get a drive in before the half, man, that put us up 3 scores. Siggers punches it in. The third quarter started off terrible for them. This is Shorter saying, yo, I want to be in the league. That's a league receiver play right there, bro. He put his knee on the back of that man. That's a WWE finisher. Oh man, that was hilarious. Here I get caught not adjusting my corner on the left. He does it again. Gets caught looking inside, man. I hate it. I really do. I really do. I believe you're just better off taking a chance if you're gonna throw the post. That play right there, back when I was a competitive Madden player, I used to have those all throughout my playbook. And all it is when they're in press coverage, I'm running China, but on the backside you get that like inside release post corner option type thing, and that always crushes man. The only way to deal with it, you got to be in man 2. And so they weren't. We were still schmiking Thompson. Thompson spent the whole game getting schmiked, and they did not run the ball well at all. Being here, this was gonna be the second team offense, but I was in 4-minute offense mode, and then Bean does this. Bean doesn't want to run the clock. He wants to run the football. And so the game is pretty much over at this point, man. There's not much they can do. Morris, good D right here. Just good, solid zone defense. He was close enough to where I could click onto him manually and get cut underneath that and knock it down. From this point on, it's pretty much just dives, counters, and traps, man. We're running the clock. We got the chew clock on. Hawkins is gonna get in the end zone. He's had a really good freshman season. He's a redshirt freshman, but he's had just a really good season for us, man. Not much else happens other than they get the ball, they get one in garbage time, but we don't really care, you know. It was our backups. Hey man, get it how you can. So that'll give us back-to-back American Conference championships. Depending on how the matchups elsewhere go, you know, we may be playing for a national title. We don't know, man. We don't know. I feel like our resume is okay. I think with Texas not being as strong, and you know, that kind of hurts because we had Texas A&M, Nebraska in our non-conference, and I think Nebraska ended up pretty strong. A&M was, I think they ended ranked, but Texas was bad, and so that, you know, that win doesn't look as good as it could have been. But hey, we went out and played them. You know, we gave Texas the opportunity for the rubber match. Our series with A&M, it may be done. I know we'll give Nebraska another shot, but I think we pretty much established dominance against the other Texas schools. We'll see what happens in the offseason, man. I'm thinking we make the jump to the Big 12. I really do, because now we're at the point where we can play with the big boys, but it depends, you know. In our American Conference, we can handle a guy like Bennett going down, or an offensive lineman, maybe even 2. You know, we can handle that. But when you're playing in the Big 12 and all of a sudden depth comes into the equation, now all of a sudden, not even injury, just a guy getting tired for 2-3 plays, all of a sudden you have terrible matchups on the field, and you're just hamstringed, and you're forced to make coaching decisions where it's like, okay, I have to gamble, and I don't like gambling. You know, the way I prepare is I take what I think you're gonna do, and I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna shut that down. I'm gonna shut down what you really want to do. Then I'm gonna shut down what you have to do to deal with what I'm doing, and I'll give you something that I can pick and choose when I take it away. So, you know, like the throws to the flats, you can have those. You can throw the ball to your stud running back. I'm sending Williams that way, and while your running back is focusing on the ball, he's gonna get schmiked, and he's eventually gonna get tired of doing that. So, I mean, it is what it is. We'll see who we get in our bowl game. Other than that, thanks for hanging out with your boy. GG's in the chat. See you guys next episode.
Look at me. I am coaching now.